Hey everyone, it's Lorcana Land and welcome back to a new video. I have not done a video in a little bit. I think it's been a couple months at least. So I am so excited to be back and to recording. The main reason why I stopped recording as much was mainly because of Pixelborn not existing anymore and I wasn't sure where to go with content, but now I'm like, I could do spoiler talks and then I can do, show you my collection, and then hopefully in the future me and my boyfriend can just do some like gameplay videos with our decks. So I plan on filming a couple of videos today, and they will be up whenever they come out over the next week, so get excited for that. But I figured I'd come back and talk about the new set that is been already announced. We probably, all of us have pretty much known about this for the past month now, and so I wanted to give like a month recap of the spoilers that have been released so far and just kind of talk about each of them. This might be a long video, so feel free to get a snack, a drink, chill out, and let's look at some spoilers together. And then the next couple of videos will be my updated collection tour of just showing you my binders and all the cards that I have. I'm only missing less than 10 cards in all of the sets, aka the 4 sets that have been released already, which is insane. I do plan on doing a haul for that soon, hopefully to find those 9 cards that I'm missing. 9 cards meaning that they are super rare, like common, uncommon, rare, super rare. I'm not trying to collect all the legendaries, and I'm not trying to collect all the enchanteds. If I happen to get them, great, but I'm not trying to, be too much about it. So, but without further ado, let's get into us looking at the thing. I don't know why my camera is like that. Let me just fix that real quick. You guys are going to see behind the scenes work a little, which is fine. There we go. All right, so we're just going to go into here. I actually have a Discord server dedicated to Lorcana and talking about it and such. I only have about less than 10 members, so if you would like to join, that would be awesome. I have a list of different deck lists here. We have just a general chat where we just talk about, the cards we get and such. Videos, just kind of talk about that. The last video I did was in March when Ursula's Return came out. Oh my goodness. We're now on to set 5 reveals. And then we have some memes, so we just kind of post in some memes that we find online. Trade request sell. These are just, I made a mat a little while ago, but other than that, people are welcome to trade, request, and sell in there. Card info, it's just a bot thing, so if you would like to use that, you can. And then I put in these game strategies that I find online. This is the newest one from today. It's a red-yellow or red-blue kind of synergy. So you can take a look at all of that. But we're just going to go to spoilers and updates. This is the first spoiler that my boyfriend posted. Yes, my boyfriend is a part of the server. Hope you guys don't mind that. It's just we're both lovers of this game. So the first kind of thing that was released even before the live stream even went up is this Merlin card. It's a 6-drop, uninkable Merlin Intellectual Visionary. He's a Floodborn, Mentor, and Sorcerer, a legendary card. He's a Power 3, Defense 7. He's a Shift 5. And his ability, he's 2 lore. His ability is Overdeveloped Brain. When you play this character, if you use Shift to play him, you may search your deck for any card, put that card into your hand, and then shuffle your deck. Not a bad card to put out turn 5 or later. And I feel like that this will definitely be useful if you're trying to find a certain item, because blue is very well known for their item decks, or just maybe you're just looking for a particular card that you just haven't seen pop out yet. So this is a great legendary card. And then this is where we get into Shimmering Skies. This is the logo for it. A lot of people were complaining about it just because of the fact that it reminds them so much of a certain Pokemon collection that came out a while ago. I like it. I like how they incorporate the lore, little twinkles in there, so that's pretty nice. So these will be the starter decks, Emerald Steel and Ruby Amethyst. Honestly, the two just OP color combinations in my opinion. Green, aka Emerald, is represented by Scar, and Steel is represented by Kronk. And then we have Elsa for Amethyst and Ralph for Ruby. So very excited to see these starter decks. If I were to pick one or the other, I'd honestly probably pick the Emerald Steel. I love steel mechanics. That's just been my thing lately. So I'd probably go with that. But honestly, I'll probably get both of them just because Elsa can be a part of my princess deck. Again, we'll save that for another video for the decks that I currently have. And then these are what the booster boxes are going to look like. It looks like Donald, Maui, and Vanellope are going to be featured on the packs, as you can see here. And then these are the troves. I'm not sure. I feel like I should get a trove just because my other two that I do have are pretty much completely full. I didn't get set 1 or 2 troves at the time just because they were just a little bit too much for me, but I was able to get 3 and 4. But I really like the deck, the trove design here, and I like how they went back to by color. So I'm debating on getting this. And then I am so excited for the accessories. They are now finally coming out with some binders that are actually 9 pocket. Thank you for listening, Lorcana, Ravensburger I should say. And then the deck boxes and sleeves are going to be Tiana and Aladdin from previous sets. Aladdin from set 1 and Tiana from set 2, I think. Or 3. No, definitely 2. Because it was definitely in the Rise of the Floodborn. So, yeah. And then there's also going to be just regular Lorcana brand sleeves as well. But what I'm most excited for is this binder, to be honest, because of the fact that it has these designs on it. I want to get it as my next binder, to be honest, or portfolio. Then there's this playmat, which is the Encanto house. Very nice. I probably won't choose this one as I am a huge fan of Belle, and I love this artwork from the last set. And if I were to pick any playmat from this set, it would definitely be this Belle one. There's also this new game called Gateway coming out. I don't know too much information on it. Maybe I could do a separate video on it once I get to learn more about it. But all I know is that it's Ruby, why am I blanking? Ruby Sapphire and Amber Amethyst. And I guess it's a 4-player game? Not really too sure what's going on there, but we'll find out more info in the future. But yeah, so those are what was released during the live stream. And then some card spoilers came out during the live stream as well. So first we have here Wreck-It Ralph, Demolition Dude. He's a 3-drop inkable. And during the live, as you can see, he's holding the card. They are just giant versions of the card, so everyone was able to kind of see what was on the card. So again, Wreck-It Ralph, Demolition Dude, 3-drop inkable, 1/4 Storyborn hero, and his ability, well first he has 1 lore. And it's a rare, and his ability is Refreshing Break. Whenever you ready this character, gain 1 lore for each 1 damage on him. Not too shabby. I mean, he is only a 1/4, so it's not like an OP card or anything, but it's nice to have in Ruby. And then we have Vanellope Von Schweetz, Sugar Rush Champ, just a 1-drop inkable, 2/2 for 1 lore, common card. We gotta have Vanellope in there. And then we have Vanellope Von Schweetz, Random Roaster, Racer, 4-drop Uninkable, 3/3 Storyborn Hero Princess Racer for 2 lore. She's a rare card in Ruby, and she has Rush, and her ability is Pixelexia. Pixelexia, yeah. When you play this character, she gains evasive until the start of your next turn. So that kind of protects her a bit, especially being a 4-drop Uninkable, and being a Rush character. So that can take care of some evasive characters as well, with it being Rush. But yeah, pretty solid card here. And then we have Bad Anon, the villain support center, if you guys remember from the movie. 3-drop inkable location, with a defense of 7, and you can move a character here for 2 ink. And the ability, oh, it's a rare card, by the way, and its ability is there's no one I'd rather be than me. Villain characters gain when you exert this and use 3 ink. Play a character with the same name as this character for free while here. Not too shabby, especially in steel. Next, this is the Elsa spoiler from that starter deck. She's a 5-drop inkable amethyst card, Elsa the 5th Spirit, Dreamborn Hero Queen Sorcerer. This is a super rare card. She is a 2/5. She has Rush and Evasive, and she has her ability Crystallize. When you play this character, exert chosen opposing character. Kind of like a freeze type of aspect from the previous sets, and she is only 1 lore. This is Bruni, nice little fire salamander. I loved him in Frozen 2. Why did I almost say 3? In Frozen 2. 4-drop inkable in amethyst, 2/2 for 2 lore, evasive, and it's an uncommon, and his ability is Parting Gift. When this character is banished, you may draw a card. Just a nice little, you know. I feel like the 4-drop, though, aspect is a little late in the game. I feel like this would have been better as a 3 or 2-drop, but hey, when it's banished, we get some card draw, so not too shabby. This was also announced during the live stream, a 9-drop uninkable Kristoff, Reindeer Keeper, in Amber, and he's a 3/7 Dreamborn ally, a rare card for 3 lore, which is crazy. He has Bodyguard, and his ability is Song of the Herd. For each song card in your discard, you may pay 1 less to play this character. This will go off in my Princess Steel Song deck. I'm hoping to get this, and I will definitely be adding it, as I do have, you know, some song cards in there. This is another location that was announced. It's a 3-drop inkable, the Great Illuminary Radiant Ballroom. It is a 9 defense. It costs 2 ink to move a character here. It's in Sapphire, and it's a rare card, and the ability is Warm Welcome. Characters with support get +1 lore and +2 defense while here. Not too bad. I know Sapphire is known for items and support, so this makes sense. Not super excited for this location. I mean, it's okay, but we'll have to see how it plays out. And then this is the Scar card that I was talking about in the starter deck. 4-drop inkable. It's Scar, Vengeful Lion. He's a 4/2 Storyborn villain, rare card for 1 lore. You can gain 1 lore with him. He has Ward, and his ability is Life's Not Fair, Is It? Whenever one of your characters challenges a damage character, you may draw a card. So card draw based on damage. I really like it. Really, really like it. And then this is Kronk, who's also in that starter deck. 7-drop uninkable in steel. Kronk, Head of Security. He's a 6/6 super rare, and you can gain 1 lore with him. He's a Floodborn ally captain. Shift 5, so you can play him on turn 5 if you have another Kronk out. And the ability is Are You on the List? During your turn, Whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, you may play a character with cost 5 or less for free. Not too bad. You can get some really good steel or whatever color you tend to go with for this. If it's the emerald steel, maybe you can get out Scar, and yeah, pretty nice. And then we're back to regular Elf. So those were announced during that, and then there's also these ones in the second batch. So this is a action song, You're Welcome, 4-drop inkable in Emerald. And it's an uncommon, and the ability is shuffle chosen character, item, or location card into their player's deck. That player draws 2 cards. So if you need the card draw, this could work out. Or, you know, you could be like, I don't want that anymore. Shuffle it in, and you are welcome to draw 2 cards. You're welcome. And then we also have this legendary Donald Duck, the Pie Slinger. He's a 5-drop inkable, 3/6. You can get 1 lore from him. Floodborn Hero Knight, shift 4, so you can play him on turn 4 if you'd like. And he has 2 abilities. One is Humble Pie. When you play this character, if you use shift to play him, each opponent loses 2 lore. Not bad. And Raging Duck. While an opponent has 10 or more lore, this character gets +6 strength. Insane. Especially on turn 4. I feel like, you know, this might be good to bring out once your opponent has 10 or more lore. I am thinking I want to add this to my duck deck. So, again, we'll talk about my decks in another video, but yes, I have a duck deck. And then we have Prince John, Gold Lover. He's a 4-drop inkable. 3/4 in Sapphire, Storyborn Villain Prince. And you can get 1 lore from him, and he's a super rare. And his ability is Beautiful Lovely Taxes. You can exert him to play an item from your hand or discard with cost 5 or less for free. Exerted. Nice little thing to just get something out of your discard or out of your hand for free. And then we have Taffeta Mudden Fudge. I need to watch this movie again so that I can remember how to pronounce her name. Ruthless Rival. She's a 2-drop inkable. 2/2 Storyborn Ally Racer in Ruby, and it's an uncommon that quests for 2 lore. Not too bad to have an eraser deck. And then that is that batch. And then we have some more racers here. First we have a 2-drop uninkable in Ruby, Turbo, Royal Hack. He's a 2/3 Storyborn Villain Racer, uncommon, quest for 1 lore. It has Rush, and its ability is Game Jump. This character also counts as being named King Candy for shift. So if you want to shift to King Candy, you can shift it on this character, which is pretty nice. Next we have Rancis Flugger Butter, Chocolate Charger. It's a 4-drop inkable for 4/4 in Ruby, Storyborn Ally Racer, common card, and quest for 1. Not too bad, and I like how the ingredients are all those. And then we have, again, Taffeta Mudden Fudge, crowd favorite, a 1-drop inkable card for what, it's a 1/2, common card, Storyborn Ally Racer, quest for 1, and her ability is Showstopper. When you play this character, if you have a location in play, each opponent loses 1 lore. So it's good to get that location out before you bring her out. And then 3-drop uninkable Snowana Rainbow, yeah. Cool competitor in Ruby, so a lot of Ruby racer deck is what I'm seeing here. It's a 2/4 Storyborn Ally Racer, common card, quest for 1 lore, and has Rush. Pretty nice. And then we have Taffeta Mudden Fudge, Sour Speedster, 4-drop inkable. 3/3 Floodborn Ally Racer, quest for 1, an uncommon card. You can shift her for 2, which is pretty nice. So after you play that other card, the Taffeta, you could shift onto this the next turn. And her ability is New Roster. Once per turn, when this character moves to a location, gain 2 lore. Just constantly keep moving her back and forth to 2 different locations. So I feel like you need to put out 2 locations your first 2 turns, and then the 3rd turn you put out Taffeta, and then shift her right into this Taffeta eventually. So that is that batch. And then we did have this Lorecast recap, but I'm not going to play that. And then we did see that this is going to be one of the promos. Love how it looks. We already saw this card, but we like how it's a white lore. The promo, very nice. And now let's get to more card reveals. We have this 4-drop uninkable action, Remember Who You Are, in Emeralds, and it's a rare card, and its ability is if chosen opponent has more cards in their hand than you, draw cards until you have the same number. Crazy. Especially for me. I know that whenever I play, I tend to try to use up all my cards, and then I get to it, and then it's like, I need more cards. So this might be useful in my Emerald Amethyst deck. And then we have these 2, Mickey and Minnie. So first we have Mickey Mouse, Enthusiastic Dancer in Ruby. He's a 4-drop inkable, 2/4, Dreamborn Hero, common, who quests for 2, and his ability is Perfect Partners. While you have a character named Minnie Mouse in play, this character gets 2 strength. So really nice synergy here. And then we have Minnie Mouse, Dazzling Dancer in Ruby, 3-drop inkable, 2/4, Dreamborn Hero, uncommon, quest for 1 lore, and her ability is Dance Off. Whenever this character or one of your characters named Mickey Mouse challenges another character, you gain a lore. Pretty nice. And then I said duo action with Minnie and Mickey, yes. And then we have Stitch, Team Underdog in Steel. Not quite sure why he's pulling in why the steel thing is purple here, but you know, it's fine. 4-drop uninkable, 1/4 in steel, Storyborn Hero alien, uncommon. He quests for 1 lore, and his ability is Heave Ho. When you play this character, you may deal 2 damage to chosen character. Not too bad. Not too bad. And then we have from the official card reveals, I have it linked so that it would just automatically post to our server. We have a 7-drop uninkable rare card in Ruby, Radigan, Party Crasher. He's a 5/5 Floodborn villain, quest for 3. You could shift him for 4. He is evasive, and his ability is Delightfully Wicked. Your damage characters gets +2 strength. Not too bad if you like Radigan. And then they have it in different languages. And then the next one is Robin Hood. Oh, that's not the English version. There it is. So Robin Hood, 9-drop uninkable, timely contestant in Emeralds. He's a rare card, 6/6, quest for 4, and he has Ward, and his ability is Tag Me In. For each 1 damage on opposing characters, you may pay 1 less to play this character. Pretty nice, especially with some early Robin Hood gameplay there, if you know about the past Robin Hood releases. And then we have Ludwig von Drake, once it loads. And it's a 5-drop inkable in Sapphire, uncommon, self-proclaimed genius, 4/4, Storyborn ally, and quest for 3. Not too bad for a very high lore card. No other abilities, but that's okay. I will definitely be including this in my duck deck if I happen to get it. And then we have Louisa Madrigal. It's a rare card in Amethyst, a 6-drop uninkable, 4/8, entertaining muscle, Storyborn ally Madrigal, and quest for 3. Not too bad. We had some Encanto stuff last set, so isn't too surprising. And then we have an Action in Steel for 5-drop inkable, Tug of War action, so it's in a rare card as well, so you get to choose one. You can either deal 1 damage to each opposing character without evasive, or deal 3 damage to each opposing character with evasive. I will definitely be including this in my steel decks for sure. Hopefully this is in the starter deck as well. Alright, going down, we have an errata update, blah blah blah. And then we get into, my boyfriend said, now this looks strong. A heavy quester that can give song and item decks a hard time is pretty valuable. So we have this 1-drop uninkable in Amber, Daisy Duck, Donald's Date. She's a 1/4 Storyborn ally, super rare. I think this is the first time in a while we've had a 1-drop super rare. And she quests for 2, and her ability is Big Prize. Whenever this character quests, each opponent reveals the top card of their deck. If it's a character card, they may put it into their hand. Otherwise, they put it on the bottom of their deck. Yeah, this could get really annoying for item and song decks for sure. And then we have Robin Hood, Sneaky Sleuth in Emerald. He's a 5-drop inkable, 3/5 Floodborn hero, and you can shift him for 3, so nice and early. Quest for 1, uncommon, and his ability is Clever Plan. This character gets a +1 lore for each opposing damage character in play. Emerald Steel's just gonna go off with this Robin Hood stuff. And then we have another song card, Try Everything, 4-drop inkable in Amber, and it's uncommon. And the ability is remove up to 3 damage from chosen character and ready them. They can't quest or challenge for the rest of this turn. So you kind of just protect them, you know? You just kind of remove the damage, ready them, and hope for the best. I don't know. This one seems like good in a healing deck, but I don't know if I will necessarily use it. And then we have from my friend Sarah, she's like, you forgot Vanellope. So here is Vanellope, a 2-drop, 2/2 in Amber. And she's an Imagine Hero Princess Pilot. Quest for 1, common card. And her ability is you must pay to play. Every time this character quests, an opposing character of your choice receives -1 until at the start of your next turn. So I'm assuming that's -1 strength. But yeah. And then we have Pete here in Steel, Wrestling Champ, 3-drop, uninkable, 1/3, Dreamborn Villain. It's a rare card for 1 lore, and his ability is Repeat. Get it? And you can exert him to reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a character card named Pete, you may play it for free. So I feel like this would work good with Amethyst Steel, having, you know, Ursula's Cauldron out, so then you can see, and then if you see that it's a Pete card, then to use this ability. But I feel like, other than that, I don't know how good this card is going to be. So the translation here for this card, you can look at the image of it, 3-drop, uninkable. It's Anna in Amethyst, a 1/3, quest for lore, and it's a common card. And her ability is when you play this character, your opponent chooses and exerts one of their ready characters. So, yeah. They get to choose, which is not great because they could just easily use you know, pick one that's not going to be really helpful or they don't really care about. So, this one's interesting. And then we have a 3-drop inkable in Emerald, Clarabelle, Contented Wallflower. She's a 2/3 Storyborn ally. Quest for 1, uncommon, and her ability is 1 step behind. When you play this character, if an opponent has more cards in their hand than you may draw a card. Definitely will be including this in my Emerald Amethyst deck for sure. or even my Emerald Ruby. And then this was something that they announced. And then we have Robin Hood going hard in the new set, 2-drop, by the way. So this is a 2-drop Robin Hood, and 2/2 quest for 1, and his thing is Master Stroke. When you play this character, if an opponent has a damaged character in play, you gain a lore. Really nice stuff. And then this is Genie, a legendary card, 7-drop, uninkable, 5/5, quest for 2. And his ability is when this character is exerted, opposing characters do not ready at the start of their next turn. Very nice if you use Genie in your decks. And then a new location, we have a 1-drop inkable location, Merlin's Cottage, the Wizard's Home. It only costs 1 ink to move a character here, and toughness is 7. And its ability is Knowledge is Power. Each player plays with the top card of their deck face up. So interesting. Get to look at both sides, and it's an uncommon. So. And then we have this 4-drop inkable Iago in Emerald, Fake Flamingo, 2/4, and it's a rare card. Evasive and quest for 1, and its ability is In Disguise. Whenever this character quests, you may pay 2 less for the next action you play this turn. If you happen to play action decks in Emerald, this will be your card to use. And then we have Ed. I love the art on this for some reason. It's a 4-drop uninkable Ed, Hysterical Partygoer, uncommon, 2/4, Storyborn Ally, Hyena, quest for 3, and his ability is Rowdy Guest. Damaged characters can't challenge this character. So if you try to damage all of them, they can't attack him, so you just keep, questing for 3 as long as you can. And then this was an interesting set of cards here. Some new steel cards. We have the Knights, and the Knights with Snow White and the 7 Dwarves. So, let's get into it. 5-drop, uninkable, Snow White Fair-Hearted, 3/5, super rare, quest for 3, Dreamborn Hero Princess Knight, and her ability is Natural Leader. This character gains resist +1 for each other knight character you have in play. So basically, if you have all 7 out, she can be a resist 7, which is insane. I feel like this will be nice to have as a Snow White deck, Amber Steel Snow White deck, but I will definitely be including this. I might work around this kind of deck because I really like how this is. And then we have Dopey, Knight Apprentice, 3-drop inkable in steel, 2/2 common card, Dreamborn Ally, Knight, 7 Dwarves, quest for 1, and his ability is Stronger Together. When you play this character, if you have another Knight character in play, you may deal 1 damage to chosen character or location. So it's best we save a Dopey for not being the first dwarf to go out. And then we have Doc, Bold Knight, 2-drop uninkable in steel, 1/3, Dreamborn Ally, Knight, 7 Dwarves. It's a rare card, quest for 1. Drastic Measures is his ability. When you play this character, you may discard your hand to draw 2 cards. Not too bad in case you need that, but otherwise, you just get to play him. And then we have a 4-drop inkable, Bashful, Adoring Knight, 3/4, Dreamborn Ally, Knight, 7 Dwarves, uncommon, quest for 1. His ability is Impress the Princess. While you have a character named Snow White in play, this character gains Bodyguard. So, yeah, he protects Snow White and anybody else. Sneezy, Noisy Knight, Dreamborn Ally, Knight, 7 Dwarves, 3/4 common card, 4-drop inkable, I should say, and quest for 1. And his ability is Headwind. When you play this character, chosen knight character gains Challenger +2 this turn. So pretty nice. if I say so myself. And then we have Sleepy Sluggish Knight, 2-drop inkable, 0/4, and it's just the bodyguard, so you can't he's just sleeping, you know, but he'll protect your other knights and such. Quest for 1, and it's an uncommon. And then we have Happy Lively Knight, 1-drop inkable, 2/1, and Quest for 1, common card, Dreamborn Ally Knight, 7 dwarves. Burst of Speed is his ability. During your turn, this character gains evasive, which is kind of icky considering it's a 2/1, can easily be taken out, but if you have your other bodyguards in play, he's protected. And then we have 3-drop inkable Grumpy Skeptical Knight, a 3/1, Dreamborn Ally Knight, 7 dwarves, quest for 1. He's a super rare and has 2 abilities. First is Boon of Resilience. While one of your knight characters is at a location, that character gains resist +2. Pretty nice. And Burst of Speed. During your turn, this character gains evasive. Pretty nice. So yeah, these knights are interesting. And then this is a 5-drop. Scar. And he basically, when you play this character, you may banish chosen character named Mufasa. So just an automatic bye Mufasa, you know. But yeah. And then we have Donald Duck again, but this is the enchanted version, the first enchanted card that was revealed. Very, very nice. And then we have a song, When Will My Life Begin? And it's a 3-drop inkable. Chosen character can't challenge during their next turn, and you get to draw cards, so some card draw and steal. Not too bad, and it's a common. And then we have Madam Mim, a new Madam Mim. If you remember from the previous sets, she had a couple of transformations. This is another transformation here. 4-drop inkable Madam Mim Elephant, 3/7 in Amethyst, Storyborn Villain Sorcerer, quest for 1, super rare card, and she has 2 abilities. A little game. When you play this character, banish her or return another chosen character of yours to your hand, so bouncing mechanic. And then Sneaky Move. At the start of your turn, you may move up to 2 damage counters from this character to chosen opposing character. Insane. Just like if they even try to damage it, they have to pretty much take it out, or else the damage just gets put back onto them. Insane. And then we have Prince Philip. He's a 7-drop inkable, 3/9, quest for 3, super rare, and Swordsman of the Kingdom, legend figure. I'm assuming that's like Story or Floodborn maybe. Hero Prince, and his 2 abilities are Dragon Conspirate. I'm not sure if that's a right translation, but they can banish a dragon of their choice when you play it, which makes sense for him. And then take advantage of the advantage. This character challenges a damaged character. Ready this character after the challenge. So you can just keep trying to get some stuff out, you know, so some of the little stuff. And then these are some cool items that were announced for each of the colors. First is Emerald Chromacon, 3-drop uninkable. Emerald Light is its ability. It's an uncommon. During opponent's turns, whenever one of your characters is banished, you may return chosen character to their player's hand. Not too shabby for Emerald. And then we have Amber Chromacon, 2-drop inkable. Amber Light, you can exert it to remove up to 1 damage from each of your characters. Again, perfect for healing decks. We have Steel Chromacon, a 6-drop uninkable, and Steel Light, uncommon. You can exert it to deal 1 damage to a chosen character. It's okay. There's better things, but I mean, I know Steel is known for removal, so... and then there's Amethyst Chromacon, 2-drop inkable, uncommon, and Amethyst Light. You can exert it for each player may draw a card. Card draw, pretty nice. And then Ruby Chromacon, 1-drop inkable item, uncommon, Ruby Light. When you exert it, chosen character gets +1 strength this turn. Not too bad. Definitely could have been better. And then Sapphire Chromacon, 4-drop uninkable. It has 2 abilities. It's an uncommon. Powering up, this item enters play exerted. And then Sapphire Light, exert it and pay 2 ink to banish one of your items to gain 2 lore. That will definitely be used in item decks. I can guarantee that now. And then next we have Pete, and 7-drop inkable, 6/6, quest for 2, super rare. And the ability is when you play this character, if you have another character named Pete in play, you may choose and banish chosen opponent's character. So very nice. And then we have a very common 1-drop inkable, just Emperor's New Groove, a very funny character, Rudy the Groove Disruptor, 2/2, which quests for 1. Nice if you want to do a Emperor's New Groove deck. And then we have Rafiki, another Rush Rafiki, which I think, isn't there a Rush Rafiki in Amethyst already? 4-drop uninkable, Shaman Duelist, a 1/4 Storyborn Mentor Sorcerer, a rare card, quest for 2. He has Rush and Surprising Skill. When you play this character, he gains Challenger +4 this turn. So very nice. And then he's a 5/4 when he comes in for Rush, which is pretty nice. And then we have a 1-drop inkable Good Fairy, Merryweather, 1/2 Storyborn Ally Fairy, common, quest for 1, and her ability is Ray of Hope. When you play this character, you may pay 1 ink to give chosen character +2 strength this turn. Very nice 1-drop. Honestly, this makes me excited to do a fairy deck in Lorcana. One thing about me, being a Magic the Gathering player as well, I love fairy decks. So if I can get an excuse to make a fairy deck in Lorcana, I will be very happy. And then the next one is a 1-drop uninkable in Ruby, Simba, Adventurous Successor. 2/1 Storyborn Hero Prince, common, quest for 1, and his ability is I Laugh in the Face of Danger. When you play this character, chosen character gets +2 strength this turn. Again, very nice ability, kind of similar to Merryweather here, except you do have to pay an ink, so you might want to play Merryweather on at least turn 2. And then we have this location, Tropical Rainforest. It's a 3-drop inkable. You can move a character here for 1 ink and toughness 6, quest for 1 with it. And its ability is Snack Time. Opposing damage characters gain Reckless, so they can't quest and must challenge if able. I really like this card because it just forces your opposing damage characters not be able to quest, which is very nice. Definitely thinking about adding that to my Emerald deck. And then we have Simba in Steel, Lost Prince, 3 ink, and it's inkable, 2/4 Storyborn Hero Prince, common, quest for 1, and his ability is Face the Past. During your turn, whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, you may draw a card. Card draw with some banishing. Very nice combo. And then I was so excited when I saw this when I was hanging out with my boyfriend. I'm like, you should send those. So he did for me. And yeah, there are Brother Bear cards coming to this set. I love Brother Bear. Probably one of my favorites. So we have a 2-drop inkable Kenai, Big Brother, 1/4 Storyborn Hero, common, quest for 1, and Brothers Forever. While this card is exerted, your character's name Coda can't be challenged. So it bodyguards for one particular character. Makes sense with the story. And then we have Took, Northern Moose, 4-drop inkable, 4/4 quest for 1, common. If you want to do a Brother Bear deck, Took has got to be in there. And then we have Coda, 2-drop inkable, 2/1 Talkative Cub, Storyborn Ally. He's a rare, quest for 2, and his ability is Tell Everybody. During your opponent's turn, you can't lose lore. I didn't really read that ability until just now, and that's insane. That's insane. I'm doing a Brother Bear deck. Then we have Denahi, Avenging Brother. 5-drop, uninkable, 7/5, rare, and it's for 2 lore. Yeah, me and my boyfriend are definitely building a Brother Bear deck. And then we have Tanana, Wise Woman, 2-drop, inkable, 1/3, Storyborn Ally, common, quest for 1, and her ability is Your Brothers Need Guidance. When you play this character, you may remove up to 1 damage from chosen character or location. So some healing. Sapphire Amber is known for being a healing deck. I love those. And then we have Chicha, 2-drop, uninkable, Dedicated Mother in Sapphire, 2/1. Rare card, quest for 1. She has support, and her ability is 1 on the way. During your turn, when you put a character into your inkwell, if it's the second card you've put into your inkwell this turn, you may draw a card. Very nice ability there. And then we have Gaston, Pure Paragon, 9-drop, uninkable in Ruby. He's a 10/6. 10/6. Okay. Dreamborn Villain, rare card, quest for 2. He has Rush, which is insane because of the fact he's a 10/6. And A Man Among Men is his ability. For each damaged character you have in play, you may pay 2 ink less to play this character. Damage is just going to go off in this set. And then we have this basic vanilla Maleficent Vengeful Sorceress, 2-drop, inkable, 2/2, quest for 2, and it's a common. I love Sleeping Beauty, so I'm probably going to add this to my Emerald Amethyst deck. And then we have the Sword Released, an item, 3-drop, uninkable, rare card, and its ability is Power Appointed. At the start of your turn, if you have a character in play with more strength than each opposing character in play, each opponent loses 1 lore and you gain lore equal to the lore lost. Mouthful, but honestly, really nice, especially if you're playing a 4-player game, for sure. And then we have this action card. It's a 3-drop, inkable, Night Howler Rage. And it's a common card, and this is the ability. Draw a card. Chosen character gains Reckless during their next turn. Some card draw and making a character gain Reckless. Very nice. Kind of like the Beast is Mine, but you get card draw, which is pretty nice. And then we have a 4-drop, uninkable action, Royal Tantrum. It's a rare. Banish any number of your items, then draw a card for each item banished this way. If you're running on a card draw and you have an item deck, this is solid. And then another location, we have Elsa's Ice Palace, 3-drop, uninkable, 4 toughness. You can move a character here for 1 ink. It's a rare card, and you quest for 1 every turn that you have it. And Eternal Winter is the ability. When you play this location, choose an exerted character. While this location is in play, that character can't ready at the start of their turn. So you could literally just choose an exerted character that is really good, like Gaston, for instance, and they can't ready at all until this location is gone. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. And then we have Arthur. Another legendary card. 7 uninkable. Arthur, King Victorious. 3/6, Floodborn Hero King. Quest for 3. You can shift him for 5. Amethyst Steel is just going off as well in this set. And Knighted by the King is his ability. When you play this character, chosen character gains Challenger 2 and Resist 2, and can challenge ready characters this turn. Like, are you kidding me? Insane. Give that to freaking Gaston. You're done with. And then my boyfriend said, just what we needed, a new steel beater. And I said, purple steel though. Yeah, purple steel for sure. And then today I just got up and put in a bunch. So these are all from different times. So some of them are recent and some of them are from the beginning that I may have missed. So let me know if I miss anything, by the way, if I happen to miss some spoilers. I did my best to look up if I got everything, and I'm pretty sure I did, but let me know if I missed anything. 2-drop, Inkable, Tippo, Growing Sun, and Sapphire. A 1/2, uncommon, quest for 1, and his ability is Measure Me Again. When you play this character, you may put a card from your hand into your inkwell face down and exerted. So just some extra ink for those decks. And then we have Same Melody. It's an action song. It's a 2-drop Inkable. And you can remove up to 2 damage from any number of characters of your choice. So, very nice Sapphire, Amber Sapphire healing deck stuff. We have 4-drop Inkable Alanadale. I never know how to pronounce it. Rockin' Rooster, 2/3 Storyborn Ally, uncommon, quest for 2. Fan favorite is his ability. Whenever you play a song, gain 1 lore. Just a character with the flute ability. It's awesome. Definitely will be adding this to my song deck if I get my hands on it. 3-drop Inkable. It is Pete, game referee, 3/3. And his ability is Whistle. Oh, and he quests for 1. When you play this character, opponents can't play actions until the start of their next turn. So you're just like, no actions, no songs, no nothing. Stop. Very nice. And then we have Flora, another good fairy. 3-drop Inkable, Storyborn Ally Fairy, 2/4, common, quest for 1, and her ability is Fiddle Faddle. While being challenged, this character gets +2. So it's kind of like the Enchantress we've seen in the past sets, and I really like how she's a 4/4 while being challenged. Pretty nice. And then an action, 3-drop Inkable action in Ruby, Who's With Me. Your characters get +2 strength this turn, and whenever one of your characters with Reckless challenges another character this turn, gain 2 lore. Insane, and it's a super rare. And then we have this card that Live Laugh Lorcana posted. And it's Basil's Magnifying Glass, an item, 2-drop Inkable. Rare, and its ability is Find What's Hidden. You can exert it and pay 2 ink to look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You may reveal an item card and put it into your hand and put the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. Just trying to get some items. And then we have another Magica Dispel card, Cruel Sorceress, 4-drop Inkable, 2/5 Storyboard Villain Sorcerer, rare, quest for 1, and her ability is Playing with Power. During opponent's turns, if an effect would cause you to discard 1 or more cards from your hand, you don't discard. You just don't. You're just like, no, I have this out, actually, so I can't discard anything. And then, yeah, we saw Tippo. And then, speaking of Tippo, his sister, Chaka, Impressive Daughter, 4-drop Inkable, 4/3 Storyborn Ally, common, quest for 2. Nice in an Emperor's New Groove deck. And then we have an item, Merlin's Carpet Bag in Sapphire, 5-drop Uninkable, uncommon, and its ability is Hockety Pockety. Exert it and pay 1 ink to return an item card from your discard to your hand. Very nice in item decks. And then we have Sven, an Amber card, Reindeer Steed, 4-drop Inkable, 3/3 Storyboard Ally, uncommon, quest for 2, and his ability is Reindeer Games. When you play this character, you may ready chosen character. They can't quest or challenge for the rest of this turn. Very nice. I like it. And then we have Sven and Kristoff in a 7-drop Inkable, song in Ruby. Don't let the frostbite bite. Ready all your characters. They can't quest for the rest of this turn. And it's a rare card, so if you want to challenge some things, this is a nice song to have in your Ruby decks. And then for this is a item, 1-drop inkable. I forget the name of it. It's a common card, and the translation is pay 1 ink and banish this item. Chosen character gains +3 strength for the turn. If chosen character is a villain, they gain +4 strength instead. Very nice item. And then we have Namari, 9-drop, uninkable, 5/5, quest for 3, and it's a rare card. And she has resist 3, and her ability is I really have no other choice. Opposing character exiled, when banished in a challenge, pay 2 less to play this character. So when you banish something, you can put this out for 2 less, which is pretty nice. And then we have King Candy, 5-drop, uninkable, Sweet Abomination, in Sapphire, 3/3, Floodborn Villain King Racer, uncommon, quest for 2, and you could shift 3 for this. And the ability is changing the code. When you play this character, you may draw 2 cards, then put a card from your hand on the bottom of your deck. Very nice draw discard mechanic. And then we have Fix It Felix Jr., Delighted Sightseer, 2-drop, inkable, 1/3, Storyborn Hero, quest for 1, common card, and his ability is Oh My Land. When you play this character, if you have a location in play, draw a card. Definitely get those locations out before putting him out. And then we have Big Wreck-It Ralph, Admirable Underpants. 7-drop, uninkable, Storyborn Hero, 6/7, rare card, quest for 2, and his ability is I've got the coolest friend. When you play this character, return a character card from your discard to your hand. If that card is a princess card, gain 2 lore, aka Vanellope. And then we have this location, a 1-drop, uninkable. You could just move characters here for free, and it has a toughness of 5, Sugar Rush Speedway, starting line. It's a rare card, and its ability is on your marks. Once per turn, you may exert a chosen character here and deal them 1 damage to move them to another location for free. Pretty interesting. And then we have Fix It Felix Jr., Trusty Builder, 3-drop, inkable, Storyborn Hero, 2/4, quest for 1, common, and it has bodyguard. Nice. And we have Fix It Felix Jr., you could shift this for 3, Niceland Steward, Floodborn Hero, quest for 1, 4/5, 5-drop, inkable, and building together, your locations get +2 toughness. Pretty nice in your racer deck. And then we have a 1-drop, inkable, King Candy in Sapphire, Sovereign of Sugar, 2/2, common, quest for 1. Just a nice King Candy card to have in there. And then we have this action card in Ruby, Break Free, and it's a 1-drop, inkable, and it's a common card. And its ability is deal 1 damage to chosen character of yours. They gain rush and +1 strength this turn. Very nice. Like that ability. And then we have Basil from Playscape Games. Basil is a 1-drop, inkable, and has support, quest for 1, and it's a 2/1. Very simple kind of card. Then we have Medal of Heroes, an item, 2-drop, inkable. Congratulations, soldier. You exert it and pay 2 ink to banish this item, and chosen character of yours gets +2 lore this turn. So if you're needing some lore, this is a nice little item to have, and it's common. That's insane. We have a 5-drop, inkable, Monstro, aka Whale of a Whale from Pinocchio. 5/6, vanilla card, quest for 1, and it's an uncommon. Not too bad, definitely more of a fighter. I would definitely use it to be reckless or something. And then we have Mufasa, Ruler of Pride Rock, 8-drop, uninkable, 4/9, Storyborn Mentor King, a legendary card, quest for 4, and it has 2 abilities. A delicate balance. When you play this character, exert all cards in your inkwell. Then return 2 cards at random from your inkwell to your hand. And then everything the light touches. Whenever this character quests, ready all cards in your inkwell. So you can just start off by putting out some things, questing with him, and then put out some more things. Not too shabby. I really like this card, and I hope I get it. And then we have these other cards, which are kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can open it in the browser just so then we can get a closer look. Okay, cool. So we have a 7-drop uninkable Lord Hector, Lord of the Castle, Storyborn Knight, 7/10. Quest for 2 or 3, I want to say, probably 2. And it's just a vanilla rare card. And then we have I'm Not Having Fun Anymore action, 1-drop inkable. Choose one of your characters and place it into your inkwell face down and exerted. So if you need some extra ink, it's nice in sapphire. Ruby card, 2-drop inkable. The end is near. Choose one of your characters and ready them. They cannot quest for the rest of this turn. If you chose a villain character this way, you gain a lore. That's common, and the other one was uncommon. This is a common 1-drop inkable Clarabelle. 1/2, quest for 1, and you could pay 2 less to choose an. You can pay 2 ink to choose an item and banish it. So whenever you play this character, so this is gonna be nice against item decks. 4-drop inkable Merlin. He's a turtle. 3/3. When you play this character and when he leaves the game, look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Put 1 on the top and 1 on the bottom. Very, very nice. And I think it quests for 1. And then we have a 4-drop inkable. These are all common at the bottom, by the way. Mini. 1/5. Quest for 2. And each time this character quests, you could choose a character and remove 2 damage from it. Again, very much in a healing setting. Oh, we're almost at the end here. Only 2 more cards left. Thank you guys for sticking around. We have a 5-drop inkable Finders Keepers action in Amethyst, and you just draw 3 cards. I know this card has really bad resolution and stuff, but it wasn't my fault. And then we have Invited to the Ball in action, 2-drop uninkable in Amber, uncommon. Reveal the top 2 cards of your deck, put revealed character cards into your hand, and put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. Pretty nice if you're wanting to get some character cards. But yeah, those are all of the revealed cards so far. I will definitely do another one in about a week or so. But I wanted to thank you guys so much for watching. Hold on, let me just fix this real quick. There we go. Thank you guys so much for watching and sticking around as I talk about this. I know this video was a bit long, but gotta get through all those reveals. But yeah, stick around over the next week for a couple new videos of my collection tour of all of my Lorcana cards that I have so far and what I'm missing, along with what decks I have and how I built them and why I decided to build them, etc. So I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye guys.